A big welcome to all of you. Here I am again, preparing now or putting the Aquarius full moon together, which is happening on the 3rd of August in the month of Leo. So this month is going to be very intense because Leo is an intense sign. Now the sun is since the 23rd of July in the Leo sign, and we feel this energy quite through the heat, through this middle, right? We are in the middle of the summer. And when we're in the middle of the summer, it's a fixed sign, right? The sun is in a fixed sign. So we kind of fixed on how we see things. And particularly, Leo is very passionate, right? He's passion in itself. And I just give you already a little picture of how I see Leo. With this infinity symbol as the breath that we do when we do stick our tongue out, right? And really show that we roar. We are letting out that sound so we can really create something magnificent, right? It's a beautiful animal, right? Leo is very proud, very beautiful. This is the typical picture for Leo, right? And here I have created a little bit of a different way of looking at Leo, looking at the animal itself and becoming the animal through this breath, right? Which I'm gonna go deeper into it, because now we have, of course, the full moon is in Aquarius, so we're gonna have a look at Aquarius. So Aquarius, here, the star, right? Beautiful card. We very much see here hope and the healing and the beauty of connecting to something higher than ourselves, which is what this star represents, right? So the let's have a look at these constellation, right? We have these 8 stars, but there are 7 smaller ones and 1 big one, and the 7 smaller ones are the chakras, right? This is where you're understanding that there is a way of reaching up, and the 8th star, I would call it the Earth star, or you could also say this is the star of your revelation, which is then why are you here on Mother Earth? Why are you here doing what you're doing, right? Is this your star hovering over you, looking at you, protecting you, helping you to find your peace, your calm through meditation, right? Only through meditation are we able to reach to the 8th star, right? The 7th star is just right above our head, the crown chakra. We wearing that crown like we see in so many other major arcanas where they're wearing a crown, or in the Tower, which is the card right before the star, is where the crown is falling down. The crown is not serving to the right person. Something had to break, something had to leave, right? So this is this symbolism here. Then we see her naked, and to be naked is to see that you're natural, that you do not need to hide, that you not need to prove anything. If you have a little bit of belly, if you have a little bit of something, you don't care, right? At this stage in your life, or as the Aquarius and the age of Aquarius that we're entering now, it means that you really are yourself, right? You really have come to that place and owning this physical body. Now, this nakedness comes also with Isis as being unveiled, as being showing herself, right? That true queen, that true female, that empowered female that is now wanting to come into this world. Now, Aquarius right now is connected to, ruled by Uranus, and Uranus is the planet of freedom and the new reality we're going in, right? In breaking out of the old, in bringing yourself to a new level of awareness, right? So this is showing us, of course, she's clearly aware because she has one foot in the water, in this well, or in this lake or pond, right? Where the subconscious is bringing us deep down. The subconscious rules us, right? Now, the other foot is on the earth, and that's where she's grounded at the same time. She has both polarities connected to herself. She is connected to the subconscious, but she's also connected to the conscious with this other foot, right? Then she has these two water bearers. She's the water bearer, right? She's the one that collects the water. And here, we don't know, is she pouring the water into the lake or into the well, or did she just take it out? And with the other one, she's pouring it back down here into the earth. So there is a cycle. She is actually giving us the awareness of there is a cycle, as we also see the stars, right, creating a circle. Now, what is really powerful is that any lake or any pond with the subconscious is actually bringing us to all the conditionings that we have gone through since our birth, since our childhood, since we were naturally naked and didn't even need to hide anything, right? So here we are becoming aware of a lot of empowered symbolisms. Now you see also here a tree, and in this tree sits a bird, and this bird is the scarlet ibis, right? And this scarlet ibis has a peak that looks like a fish hook. And now the name of this card in the Hebrew alphabet is Tzadi, T-Z-A-D-D-I, meaning fish hook. And the fish is here to find the truth, the subconscious, right? We know fish, Pisces in a way, is the subconsciousness, like, right? Where we're going deeper down and we find where we are bound through our past. And you see here this bird sitting, right, and being part of this picture, meaning this is how we fish for the truth, right? Not by a hook, by a fish hook where we get the fish. No, we catch the fish like the bird in a natural way, in a way where it's becoming something where we fish for the things that bind us to the subconscious, to this pool of unconsciousness. Unconsciously, sometimes we do things and we don't realize why we're doing it. Now, of course, I did again a yoga pose, and the yoga pose that I created here is the star pose, right, which is coming out of side plank, where we're lifting the leg up into the air, we're grabbing it with our toe. Now, as you can see, she has also one foot in the water and one hand at the earth where the water is pouring through her hand into the earth. Now, if this card would be coming out reverse, we see you here in the stars, right, shining bright. You, that 1 star, that 8 star, you are the purpose when you take this position, right? And this interconnection where we are celestially connected, but also earthly, bringing it down to the people, right? So here there are 2 ways of connecting with this card. And of course, I still have to put in the bird and the tree. I'm not finished, right? I'm always continuing working on these cards, which is just like a big pleasure for me. I'm really enjoying it. Okay, so that's basically the overall awareness of this full moon, right? And the meaning of this full moon in Aquarius is the fight to be free, right? We fight to be free because the sun is in Leo, right? And of course, we are in Aquarius. And this fight, right, is for the greatest good for all people, transitioning now into freedom, into justice, into becoming aware that the things the way they have been, because actually the sun is in Leo, the moon is in Aquarius, and Uranus is in Taurus. And Taurus is about real estate, security, finances, all the systems. So there is this T-square, right, where all the sun, the moon, and the Uranus are tugging on each other, and we are going to see quite still some riots where we're stepping up and we say no more. No more of this injustice, no more of these things that are not functioning. And the age of Aquarius is coming in, right? More and more now with this full moon, a light is shining, a healing light is shining onto the people, down into our subconscious. We have been way too long in the age of Pisces, being suppressed, being good in where we were. It was great. The collective was all together in it. We were fine, but now we're breaking free. We're moving up into the 8th chakra, into the earth star, into the purpose of each individual, of what can we do to clearly see now where have we been suppressed in the subconscious, where we have been not connected to a higher purpose. And this is what's coming, not only on this full moon, but in general, the big year of the age of Aquarius, right? So this is where we're going, where we're moving towards, refining the balance again. Remember, between 1 foot up in the air, of course, 1 foot in the water, right? So you have to ask yourself, what is it that I would like to bring into this world in this month where we're now in the sun in Leo, fighting for something greater, higher than ourselves, right? Still the same theme, continue. Good. After this full moon, so this is the last time I'm doing it the way I'm doing it right now. After this full moon in Aquarius, I'm going to do individual readings when the moon is in your sign, and that will happen every 3 days. The moon will switch from the sign that he's in into the next, and I will just do the readings like this, so you have to wait a little longer. And then, of course, on the full and new moon, I still will do a collective video for all, where I am going to do quite one video, not for each one a reading, but I will do one big reading where I pick 3 cards per person going again through it, and then I will put the timing so you can go to 11 minutes and 20 seconds where your reading starts, which is done like just like 3-4 minutes long, but just for your meditation for that time in the full moon or then in the new moon when you need the help, this visual help, right? These symbolisms that are packed in each of these major arcana cards, right? So, but then I will give you a bigger reading when the moon is in your sign. So I feel the energy. I've been doing this in Germany now, and I feel that it's bringing me much deeper into the signs. So this is only what's going to change, right? You're still going to have like a short, but not for each video posted, but one big video where all the signs are in, and you get 3 cards, and I will give you the push for your meditation. Good. So now we're going to each individual reading one more time. This is the last time I'm doing it. And thank you for watching. Namaste. Welcome, Sagittarius, to your full moon reading in Aquarius. One more time, just to remind you, we have, this is the symbol of this time, of this full moon, this light, right, that we're focusing on. We're trying to put this pose into our awareness, becoming the star ourselves, becoming that clear mission that we fight for, that we go for, right? This personal freedom, this new awareness. You are the Knight of Wands, and so for that you very passionate, very fiery, right? You from the 13th of November till the 11th of December. That's when you have this court card in your awareness. Good. I have only 3 cards from the Good Tarot, and the first one is the number 20, the call. Now this is judgment, right? This is the call from the angels letting you know that something is shifting. It lets me know that you are going through a transformation, going through a new awareness, and it shows me that you clearly want to do something empowered, right? Because what you get as first is the star, the hopes, the dreams, right? Exactly the card, the star. So here you are being encouraged on this full moon to look at yourself and to say, okay, what is it that I want to bring personally to a freedom to myself, but includes, of course, all the other people? What is it that I want to bring? What is it that I want to see? And then you have the messenger of air, which is Gemini, right, in the court cards. And the messenger is the knight, is the one that does, and you will mentally be able to shift into this awareness, into this new freedom that you will claim for yourself, mental freedom, awareness of your higher self. And then comes the Cancer card, the Queen of Waters, the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Emotions. You will heal your emotions. You will heal a lot of things that are now, you becoming aware of. That this is what you want to do. You want to bring a new awareness, a new freedom to your life, right? Because she is behind her, right? This mental awareness is behind to bring emotional healing to you, right? It's like, it's almost like they're back to back. They're giving each other that support. Even though one is water, the other one is air, clearly they're here for each other. Now from the mystical shaman, from the deck itself, you got the gatherer, meaning you, the number 21, the number 3, you have enough. You have everything you need to survive, right? Here is the sign for it. And after that, the card that came out from the deck is Earth. So you will get a call, or you have already gotten this call at this Aquarian full moon to go for becoming a messenger of the mind and the thought, becoming a messenger to heal. And she looks at them, right? She is clearly knowing, I need to connect to the whole, the gatherer, the earth that supports for the gatherer, the hunter-gatherer time, right? When we were at one with everything and we didn't just take more than we needed. We just took what we really needed. And of course we didn't have fridge. Back then, when you killed an animal, you had to use everything and you had to dry it, you had to preserve it in salt, otherwise it would rot, right? People would get sick from rotting foods. So they really just kind of every day had to prepare fresh new food. And today we have the fridge and we're like, okay, sometimes for 1 week stuff is in there, right? And it's like back then we would have never had that. So become aware of how you are working with the resources, right? And you are a messenger itself. You are clearly bringing this call, this wake-up call to all of humanity on this full moon in Aquarius. So I feel that this is a big calling for you, yeah, right? This is where you can put in your action. You are an action-oriented person. So allow to shift into this new dimension because it's calling, right? It's calling you. It's definitely there. And the signs are clear, right? So when I see this, particularly when the full moon is in Aquarius and I see the Aquarian card, the major arcana, this is a major arcana as well, right? So this is the soul calling. This is the soul wanting you to awaken. And these two women, right, or these two energies back to back, they back each other up. So if I heal myself on a mental level, I can heal the spiritual as well, right? There is this collective connection for the earth, for the healing of the earth, very clear, right? She is looking at her. So you will be part of this healing, or you have a Cancer, of course, in your life, or Gemini, right? A Cancer, check again below in the description box the time of the court cards, when the birth date is exactly, so you know if the person that is in your life is falling into that date, right? So you can look for yourself if this is what I am seeing here, it really makes sense to you. Now remember, again, right, taking this position, becoming through the infinite breath, the Leo, right, the fighter, the passionate energy, fighting or finding your place, your freedom, a freedom that will heal not only you, but also the earth, right? a bigger call, a wake-up call for all that you can lead us into. Very beautiful, my dear Sagittarius. Such a fiery energy. When I look at your card each time, I feel like something is just like Thank you for watching. Namaste.